Hello students, in this lecture video, I'll be introducing you the concept of natural resources and then we will look at the natural resource air. So what are these natural resources which we are surrounded by on our earth? Water, it covers 75% of Earth's surface that we know, and that area is referred to as hydrosphere. Then the life supporting zone on Earth is air, that is called as atmosphere. And where the all living things exist, that is on land, it is called as lithosphere. So all these three aspects, hydrosphere, lithosphere and atmosphere, which makes life possible on Earth, they are together known as biosphere. Now there are two components. There can be biotic components and abiotic components. Biotic refers to living components, which are the living organisms, and air, water, soil, which we just refer to as biosphere, includes these abiotic components, that is non-living components. These both interact with each other to make life worth living. Next, coming to the natural resource air. So air consists of lot of gases. It's a mixture of gases, nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide and water vapor. We know that the planets like Venus and Mars, they don't have life because the major component of atmosphere is found to be only carbon dioxide. So we need these mixture of gases. And the carbon dioxide concentration on these planets is around 95 to 97%. Now, if we compare this on our planet, on planet Earth, we will see that the percentage of carbon dioxide in our atmosphere is a mere fraction of a percent, 0.003. It's just a small fraction. Now, how come this is there? Because there are a lot of processes which releases carbon dioxide. One is combustion of fossil fuels. Next is certain human activities like burning fuels, even forest fires, and the photosynthesis, basically what it will do, it will fix this carbon dioxide. So let us look at the factors which basically make the concentration of carbon dioxide less in our atmosphere. First is the process of photosynthesis. Like the green plants, they convert carbon dioxide into glucose and oxygen. And many marine animals, they use carbonates. What are these carbonates? When carbon dioxide, which is easily dissolvable in water, it is used by these marine animals to make their shells for the protection. That is the reason that carbon dioxide is only a mere fraction of a percentage in our atmosphere. Next, let us see what is the role of atmosphere in controlling our climate. Because air is a bad conductor of heat, this will not allow excessive increase in temperature. So if we think of moon where the temperature is not regulated because of absence of atmosphere, there the temperature ranges from minus 190 to 110 degrees Celsius. That is the range of temperature because it is not at all controlled. So that is the reason that atmosphere, how it helps in controlling the temperature. Next, let us look at the movement of air, that is winds. To understand this, we need to understand about two different types of air, that is cold air and warm air. Now, because of the nature of cold air, it settles down because it is dense. So it will settle. Now, if we talk about nature of warm air, what is going to happen? Warm air is lighter, so it rises up. So we can say that wherever cold air will be there, the pressure of air will be high. And wherever warm air is there, the pressure of air will be low. Because we know that the air pressure is more where the air quantity will be more. So in case of cold air, as it is settling down, over there the pressure will be high. But in case of warm air, it rises up. So over there, the pressure will be low. Second thing is that land, it gets heated up faster. So it will cool down faster also. Anything which heats up faster will cool down faster. So if we compare land and water, land gets heated up faster and cools down faster. as compared to water, as compared to sea, the water bodies. So if we want to just compare that what is the movement of air during night and day, then this concept of cold air and warm air will come up. So I am just showing you a schematic representation which will help you understand this concept. So I am showing this like this. Suppose this is sea and this is land, beach. Okay. During daytime, what is going to happen? The land will get heated up faster. So the pressure over land will be low because it will be warm air as compared to sea. So the pressure on sea will be high. Movement is always from high to low. So the movement of wind will be from high pressure to low, that is sea breeze. Now if I see during daytime what is going to, during night time what is going to happen? Land, it will cool down faster as compared to sea. So the pressure over land will be high because of the cold air as compared to sea where the pressure will be low. So the movement will be from high to low, that is from land to sea. So that is called as land breeze. So with this concept, we'll end today's lecture.